Today, we will talk about the application of Article 34 of the United Nations Charter in Mexico, focusing on the problem of forced disappearance. But first, what is Article 34? Article 34 states that the United Nations Security Council can investigate in any situation that may create international problems or affect peace and security. This means that when a country has a serious human rights problem and the problem can affect peace, the United Nations can pay attention to it. Our topic is important because forced disappearance is a very serious problem in Mexico. Forced disappearance happens when a person is taken by authorities or criminal groups and later the government does not give information about that person. Families do not know if their relative is alive or dead. This creates fear, pain, and insecurity in society.
Okay, in Mexico, this problem has existed for many years. Many people disappear every year. According to official Mexican data, there are more than 100,000 missing persons in the country. This number is very alarming. Forced disappearance is not only a national problem, it is also an international human rights issue. Because of this, organizations like United Nations and the Inter-American Commission of Human Rights have asked Mexico to improve investigations and protect citizens. Okay, in this presentation, we will explain what forced disappearance is, why it is a problem in Mexico, and how Article 34 can relate to this situation.
What is a forced disappearance? Forced disappearance happens when a person is arrested, detained, or kidnapped, and later nobody gives information about their location. Sometimes state authorities are directly involved. Other times, criminal groups act with corruption or with no punishment for the government. This means there is little justice, victim disappears, but families also suffers. Families spend years searching for answers. Many mothers and fathers create search groups to find their children. And this shows that the problem affects entire communities. One famous example is the case of the 43 students from Ayotzinapa in 2014. These students disappeared in the state of Guerrero. The case became international news because authorities were accused of hiding information and failing to investigate correctly. This case showed the world the seriousness of disappearances in Mexico.
Why is this a problem for Mexico? Forced disappearance creates many problems. First, it violates basic human rights, the right to life, the right to liberty, and the right to security. Second, it creates fear in society. People became afraid of police, authorities, and criminal violence. Third, it damages trust in institutions. Citizens feel that the government cannot protect them. Also, families suffer emotional, economic, and psychological consequences. And many spend money searching for relatives. Many experience depressions and anxiety. This is why forced disappearance is not only about one missing person. It affects families, communities, and the image of Mexico internationally.
Now, how does Article 34 connect to this problem? Article 34 allows the Security Council to investigate situations that may threaten peace. Forced disappearance can create instability because it increases violence, weakens institutions, and creates social conflicts. If disappearance continues without justice, public trust decreases. This can affect nation and international stability. Mexico has signed many international human rights agreements, For this reason, the international community can ask Mexico to follow its obligations. The United Nations has already made recommendations to Mexico about disappearances.
What should Mexico do? Mexico needs stronger actions. First, authorities must investigate cases quickly and honestly. Second, there must be punishment for responsible people. Third, the government should support victims' families. This includes psychological help, legal support, and search resources. Mexico also needs better cooperation between federal and local authorities. Finally, transparency is very important. Families deserve truth and justice. Only with stronger institutions and real action can this problem improve.
Okay, in conclusion, forced disappearance is one of the most serious human rights problems in Mexico. Thousands of families are still searching for loved ones. This problem creates fears, injustice, and pain.
Article 34 of the United Nations Charter is important because it allows international attention to situations that may affect peace and security. For disappearance is not only a local issue, it is also an international concern. Mexico must continue improving investigations, protecting citizens, and guaranteeing justice. Thank you for listening.